Hello, my name is Daniel Yuck. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In this video, I want to talk about how I go about wiping my skin while I tattoo. The fundamental principles that I'm going to share with you in this video can be applied to fake or human skin. Now, I know this video may seem straightforward, maybe even redundant to some. However, I have been asked this question, and I do feel like there's some key points that I can relay in this video that will allow us to get through a tattoo from beginning to end in a less stressful manner. Should you find this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, as I would greatly appreciate the support. If you need any help or have any questions, I encourage you drop a comment down below. I'll do my absolute best to assist in the best possible direction. With that being said, let's dive right on into this. As we all know, even people who are just looking at a tattoo being done, we know that it gets very messy. What that means is, as we start depositing ink into the skin, the surrounding areas become either stained or, smeared with the remaining excess that either spurts out, pulls out, wipes out. You get the idea. So there are going to be a number of contributing factors that are going to equate or going to result to a messy environment. And there are ways that we can go about minimizing that mess. For me, I like to keep my workflows smooth and clean, as neat as I can throughout the entire process. And I'm going to share those fundamental rules. So for this demonstration, I'm going to be using an Inkclaw blade tattoo machine with the Inkclaw wireless power supply. These are Phantom Tattoo gloves. I'm also going to be using Scotch Shop wipes to go ahead and get my points across here, and I like to use these for fake skin as they're very absorbent. I'm also going to be using dynamic black tattooing ink and simple petroleum jelly, which is going to be Amazon Basics petroleum jelly. That is everything that I am using for this setup. We're going to be working off of real skin, fake skin. Here is a wormhole silicone hand that I have for curvature, and then this is going to be the design placed down with Spirit Stencil paper. I will be leaving my affiliate links and Amazon affiliate links for you in the description below, so that way you can check out the gear featured in this video. When it comes to wiping the tattoo while I tattoo, this is where a misconception can come into place. So when we say wiping, it pretty much means to place and wipe. Now, this may be beneficial and may be even necessary in certain circumstances, but that's not the route that we want to take in a normal day-to-day function. So for example, the normal workflow would go something like this, where I would identify the area that I'm going to tattoo first, which is going to be A to B. I'm going to apply a little bit of ointment to moisturize the area and the surrounding areas, and then I'm going to align my hand speed to my voltage. I'll be running at 6 volts. I'm going to be using a 9-round shader, and what I'm going to do is place myself down. I'll give you a close-up view here in a moment, but you're going to notice that I still have my napkin here in my left hand because I am right-handed. I'm going to go ahead and apply some ink. So we have a little pool going here, which is fine. And then I'm going to go from A to B as cleanly as I can. I'm going to taper out. And you can see how we have a bead there of ink that's remaining. Now, instead of going and wiping, which would be like this, you can see how we've already stained the surrounding areas. Not to mention, we want to stay away from wiping, because as we do that on human skin, we're going to be losing the stencil. So that's not what we want. So let's say if I go back, this would be a much more healthier approach. Once I deposit the line, there's always going to be a certain amount of excess ink that's there that needs to be picked up. So we're going to do just that. Instead of wiping, I'm going to grab my napkin, and I'm going to just dab it down like so. And you can see how it removed a lot of the excess ink just straight away like that. And then I'm going to repeat that process. I'm going to use a dabbing approach just like so, as opposed to wiping. That right there is going to make all the difference as we work. That is everything in my opinion. Here is a better angle. We're going to stick with the same voltage. So as I am tattooing, I make sure that I deposit the ink where it needs to be in the manner that I need to deposit the ink in. So you can see this area is a little bit heavier than a 9-round shader. So I'm going to go ahead and create one line like so. And then I'm going to do the neighboring line right next to it. And keep in mind, instead of wiping, all I have to do, and look at the surrounding areas, you're going to see all these splatters, or these splatters right there. Just going to dab away like so. And then I'm going to continue with the remaining part of the line. Apply a little bit of ointment. If I put too much, dab that away too. So it really isn't about wiping as much as it is about dabbing the ink out to work through. Again, granted, if you feel like you need to wipe sometimes, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. We absolutely can. But we also have to keep in mind that a trade-off when we wipe is that we are going to be losing the stencil, and it is going to get gradually lighter and lighter every single time we wipe. When we deposit, we're leaving everything there. When we dab, After we deposit, we're leaving everything there. So from here, now I'm in a better position where I no longer need the stencil in this area. I can actually put some ointment right here just to kind of look. And then if I wipe away, you're gonna see that I'm getting clean results. So you can kind of see knowing when to wipe and knowing when to dab is just something that we're gonna develop over time. But me personally, I find myself using dabs far more than I do wiping away. I'm not saying that I don't wipe, because I absolutely do. But what I'm saying is dabbing just appears to be more beneficial, especially as we are applying the tattoos. It's about patience and consistency. Just remain stable and consistent. Be paceful with the workflow as well. I feel is like very important. I just simply go. I'm in a better position to apply this area over here. Here we go. I'm going to dab away. And I'm just going to repeat one last time over here. Taper this area out like so. Dab away. I'm going to go back for some more ointment because I'm no longer worried about losing this stencil here. And I'm gonna wipe and when I wipe, this is important. I feel like there's a little art to wiping too. So when I wipe, I just simply glide a small layer of ointment, and then as I wipe, I just literally, I apply no pressure at all. I just let the natural weight and natural movement of wiping do the work for me. I'm not over here. You can see that's a dramatic difference. We don't want to do that either, because we're also going to break the fake skin. So don't do that. I used to do that when I first started, and my skin would be damaged at the end, but it wasn't my application, it was just me wiping. So as we wipe, we're microscopically tearing the deposits more and more and more, changing the read that we actually had originally. So that right there would apply to human skin as well. This would actually apply fully to human skin, because on human skin, the stencils do not stay permanently like they do on fake skin. So human skin, we would definitely want to use a dabbing method. Doesn't matter what needle size, what design, doesn't matter what we are doing. We definitely want to dab first and then kind of continue. And then gradually you get to a point where if you feel more comfortable wiping indefinitely, you can do so. That's going to be 110% up to you as the artist. So I encourage you to go ahead and focus on dabbing away the excess ink and then moving on with the application throughout the entire tattoo until you are complete with the design. Now, if you have any questions at all, I encourage you to please drop a comment down below. I'm going to do my absolute best to assist in the best possible direction. If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, as I would greatly appreciate the support. With that being said, I thank you for your time and I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day.